Morning, it's Thursday, it's the final day of the Corporate Climate Response Conference. I'm here in a very smoggy part of London on a traffic island. I can barely breathe, but I'll do it for you guys. Today's all about food and food transportation. There'll probably be a lot of talk about food miles, so we'll try and get some answers about what food miles are. It's like coffee beans. I'm sure they're great coffee beans, but where did they come from? How long did it take? Were people paid properly for them? I'm sure they were, but who knows? I don't know the answers. Hopefully someone else will.
I'm Chris Brown. My job title is Head of Ethical and Sustainable Sourcing at Asda, and that means I look after where we get things from.
Can you explain to me in layman's terms what are food miles?
No, in a simple answer, because it's a massive debate. I think at the first level you think, well, it's just the distance that food travels, but then it becomes much more complicated about, well, where has it travelled, how has it travelled? You know, there's a kilo of cabbages in a massive truck versus a kilo of cabbages on a bicycle, so it becomes quite a complicated issue, but it's very difficult. You know, if you think about something simple like nutritional labelling, you know, how much sugar, how much fat. Well, we're still in debate about that as an industry, and you can measure those. You can take your sausage off to the laboratory and you can come up with a number. You can't on the carbon.
Do you see food miles and fair trade conflicting priorities?
Well, there can be. It depends how it's presented. I actually think it comes down to two things. It's justification and responsibility. So, is there a case to be made for saying bringing in fair trade apples from Africa, or fair trade vegetables from Africa, is that a good thing? It is a good thing. The question is, how do you then present that against an issue to the customer who says, well, actually, I want to buy local products?
You spoke about your egg specifically. How many other products are you going to be able to launch this year that carry some labelling?
Top secret.
Really?
Well, it is. It's a competitive area.
Yeah.
You know, as I said today, customers are interested in low carbon products. I've got a programme to develop some low carbon products which will hopefully give me an advantage.
I imagine it's a very expensive process measuring the carbon of every single product.
Well, I've done 5. And I'm a big organisation, so I've got a long way to go to get up to the remaining 30-odd thousand. But what that shows is where we need some decisions making, and I think it's just a bit about, well, just define the playing field.
We just heard from the New Zealand conference. Was there anything you picked up there that was of interest?
Well, it actually tags in with some stuff which we've already got, because if you look at some of the other chains which have been looked at, you know, countries or places which are high on renewables have actually got an advantage. And yes, you can balance up, as he said. You know, I use an awful lot of renewable energy. Why should that be balanced into his overall carbon cost?
Excellent. Well, thanks for talking to us. Right. Really appreciate it.
Okay.
That was good. Nice to speak to a massive national retailer. They've obviously got a lot of fingers in a lot of pies, and a lot of people, a lot of suppliers that also rely upon them. So good stuff.